Welcome back. We've got one more area in Basel to do on the rounds here before we carry on with the main story. So let's get to it. Alex, I've reported all this to the Edith branch and brought Jin up to speed. They said they're gonna try looking into the Ankerville company for us too. I investigated them myself and I learned that they've been bringing this suspicious freight truck into the city lately. I'll have to look into that more. Could it be related to Almarta's dealings with Professor Callahan? We need to be proactive here, or we'll have another Tharbad on our hands. Stay sharp, everyone. A truck? I haven't seen any mysterious new trucks anywhere. I mean, where did this come from? Mysterious new truck? What's going on here? GB870NS. Not sure where that would be. Normally you can tell based on the license plate. I just got back from a delivery to the Institute, but it sounds like something big went down there now. The heck did I miss? It was in the Special Research Building, I heard. Average Joes aren't even allowed in there. I don't want to be a thorn in the side while they're dealing with all that. What's a delivery boy to do? Guess I'll just have to sit tight for now. Maybe get the supplies to someone in charge. Okay, I want to get everyone on this level first, really. Barnaby? Yeah, I had way too much to drink last night, but it was a decent chance to shoot the shit with the artisans at least. They're a lot more relatable than I first thought. They take a lot of pride in doing their job right, just like I do. I'm supposed to be the middleman between them and the higher-ups, but looking back, I've just been pushing the higher-ups' own agenda onto them. I gotta start listening to their side of the story, you know? Maybe they can do their job better that way. Oh, that's cool. I think that's wise, really. Professor Callahan's undeniably smart, but all the same, he has a bad habit of panicking and rushing into bad decisions. That's always been his weak point, really. He has trouble stepping back and clearing his head. One of our guests was saying that our network issues have gotten even worse over the last day or so. Some people are just going off the grid altogether and staying offline until it all blows over. I do that sometimes. Ironically, our online ordering system is a bit more stable now. Guess there's less demand on the grid or something. Something. Those two siblings are like a whole routine in of themselves. Never gets old watching them work the floor. The network issues have messed up my itinerary today, so I'm just standing by here. But I'm not complaining. There's hardly a boring moment here with those two around. Alright then. One way of looking at it, I guess. Some of our guests have been talking about Giscard landing some big new project. It's a common story nowadays. There's lots of demand for research now, and that's good for spirits and for business both. I like to think we've been helping them along in our own way. Now we've got to step up our game with their projects ramping up. They gotta eat. Makes me all the more glad I got my brother to develop that online ordering system. It's a real lifesaver. So that dot is upstairs, I assume. Man, I sat down with my son last night, but we still couldn't really see eye to eye on things. Can't figure out kid's worth a damn. Just noticed another truck up there. I just want to help him figure out what path he wants to take in life. The workshop will let him find what works for him. But I can never get that through to him. Maybe I'm just not good at explaining it. Try writing it down, maybe. You can double check, cross-reference what you want to say, that sort of thing. Yeah, I could see how this workshop ended up the flag bearer for the whole Artisans Guild. Each of the other workshops we visited specializes in their own little niche instead of covering all the bases. It's all of them working together that makes Vern the powerhouse that it is. And the city along with it. Real big on tech, isn't he? Nerd. Yeah, he's always had an eye for these things. As a native of Basel, I'm happy to see people learn about what makes this place so nice. Little bit of pride there. We're browsing the artisanal district at the moment. These workshops are quite impressive. Basil reminds me a lot of Zeiss. It's this factory city over in LaBelle. Oh, I'm aware. And all these engineering types remind me of a certain old fellow too. Who would that be? Oh, nobody. You've gotten yourselves wrapped up in yet more trouble, haven't you? Do be careful. That goes for all of you. We will, don't worry. If we need your help, we'll let you know. Okay, who is this chick anyway? Suspicious with a capital S. I'm glad I was able to chat with Giscard while I was here. It would have been such a wasted opportunity otherwise. There's something else on my mind too. Something worrying. But it could just be nothing, of course. I'll have to poke around a little, just in case. Let us know what you find. The artisanal district has this unique vibe to it. So unlike the rest of the city. It's really charming. I just wish there weren't so many stairs here. It's fine when you can use the aerotram to get around, but when you can't, it's a nightmare. I get why, but still, could they not have built the city in the middle of a ravine? Imagine getting around town was even more difficult before cars and trams. Again, the scale is probably the difference here. It's like, we had that little discussion. I think it's quicker and easier to walk, or hopefully ride a bike. You know, if they built a bike ramp, it would be a good idea. It would be a good idea. Accessibility and all that. But yeah, there's another van here. Like, who are you, mate? Thanks so much for letting me come along on this delivery. Oh, whoa, is that the top secret project over there? That's so cool. Easy, boy, you're like a big old puppy. Even the small stuff on this job is serious business, you know? Gotta make sure we do every step right. I just feel nervous slotting you in on a big project like that already. So if I could stop making you nervous, you let me on? I just gotta get better, right? I guess that's not the wrong way to take what I said. Just start looking before you leap. You gotta stop charging blindly into things, bud. I'm really dying to take part in that project. I gotta hurry up and get smithing. The boss really doesn't like my work, though. I do kind of feel like I'm rushing things, but how can't I? Someone's yelling in the background. Puts me on edge. Maybe there's a time or place where it's nice and quiet. I'll try and make some stuff then. Oh. Voyager's optimism is probably his biggest strength. He always looks on the bright side of things. He just has a habit of rushing headfirst into everything. Makes for sloppy work sometimes. I wouldn't be so opposed to letting him work on his own if he could show me that he actually knows what he's doing. Tja, Torsend, if he wanted to do what's best for Vern, he'd grow a damn spine. No, he can't know about every little under-the-table deal those billion subsidiaries are doing. But it's still his job to keep everything above board. He's got to stamp that crap out when he sees it. Ooh. We at the Artisans Guild are gonna try and crack down on Callahan. Torsend won't do it. We'll bring that blockhead down ourselves. But starting with his supply chains, he might have shacked up in some abandoned warehouse somewhere. We're tracking his purchases too. Oh, very well. I heard about what happened over at the Institute. Sounds like the Artisans Guild is helping out however they can. I'm really worried for Catra though. And the Institute. Can't just let those goons take it over, or all of Professor Hamilton's work will go to waste. Real let me come along like usual, but she said today she was scared to leave me at home. Then everybody's kind of sad today for some reason. I wonder what happened. You don't want to know, kid. You don't want to know. Some students from Aramis came by to visit earlier. I wasn't able to tell them much, but I did give them a general overview of what we do here. They were smart cookies, but one of them was leaps and bounds above the others. Hard to believe she was just a student. Yeah. Even the supervisor was impressed. Right, so we want to head up now. Probably best to head up through the hotel, thinking about it. What? I've got a big meeting with a representative from Vern today. I really can't be bothered, if I'm being honest. I agreed to the trip for pleasure first and business second. But I need to at least act like I care, or I can kiss any future business trips goodbye. And I can't have that now, can I? I've got to suck it up and nail this meeting, if for nothing else, for securing cushy trips like these in the future. Right, so up we go. No other dots. Out we go. Anyone else around down there? Nope. Good.
The goddess of the sky is always.
I heard that a professor from the institute went missing. Can only pray that Adios extends her guiding hand to them. I'm far from an expert of the city and its customs, but I believe that the goddess's light shines brightly here all the same. I will pray for the professor's safety today. I have heard about Professor Callahan's disappearance as well. We have asked the congregation to share any hints towards his whereabouts, but we haven't learned anything so far. I did also hear he had been mistreating his assistants. I hoped it was the only coincidence. His assistants looked exhausted whenever I would see them, but I was wrong, I see. Oh. He's clearly been under a lot of pressure. Phew, even on a slow day, I'm running all across town. Crazy to think this isn't even close to peak. Gillies says the online service is glitching out for some reason, so we're not getting as many delivery orders today. Just goes to show how many people are using it. Now that it's bugging out, the whole system's backed up. Technology is really taking off. But it's always because of virus that it leaps like that. The road to progress is paved in blood. Rust Belt last year was proof of that, and never seen anything like it in all my years. Heard Callahan was working like a man possessed in the days before he went missing. Can only wonder what he was working on. It's just something about his disappearance that gives me deja vu. I got a real bad feeling. Yeah, well, something's a-coming. Right, so once the round's done, let's see about heading on over to Basil, and we'll go from the entrance there, because we know where we're heading. Oh, right. Oh, I remember seeing you yesterday. Hello. Were you looking to speak with Professor Cronkite? He just left, sorry. Shoot, we just missed him. He does seem to be spending a lot of time outside his lab lately. You wouldn't happen to know where he went, would you? We're looking into Callahan's disappearance. We thought he might know a thing or two about the guy. I'm not sure where he went, I'm afraid. If I had to guess, though, I think he's taking a quick break right now. There's this cafe he's taken to visiting lately. Usually heads out for a pick-me-up around this time. Oh. Where is it? Well, that's the million-dollar question. The owner, Willie, roams around town all throughout the day. The cafe is never in one place for long. He just packs up and goes wherever his heart guides him. The professor has his pattern down to a science, though. I have no idea how he does it. Oh, that's the place we visited yesterday. I do remember the guy saying some professor types stop by a lot. Neither Essie nor I can make sense of this cafe's movements either. Well, a process of elimination it is then. Let's start with where we saw it last. Maybe we'll run into somebody who saw him pack up and then we just follow the trail from there. It was in the artisanal district last night. Doubt he went anywhere else that night given how late it was, so that could be our starting point. We have a lead then. We should ask if anyone in the area saw the cafe the following day. Yeah, let's head on over to the church and see what's up. I was just there.
Not this way.
This card can't get us in there. Right, so let's check the seats outside. Let's see what they have to say here. I thought you would want to take some more time off. You still look awfully tired. Are you sure you're alright? I just don't want to cause everybody more trouble than I already have. Never expected Professor Callahan to just disappear like that. Either. Nor did I. I was just as shocked when I learned of it this morning. The police are investigating as we speak. Has to have been a kidnapping. He would never just vanish and leave his research on the table like that. Just can't believe it. I didn't want this. I hate what he did to me, but never wanted it to end up like this. Cindy. Hey there, sorry to intrude, but you're Cindy then? Oh, are you? Right, you're the Spriggan investigating his disappearance. Now I remember. That's me, yeah. Do you need something from me? Just anything you could give us, really. Like a lead, really. Anything. I wanted to talk to you about a job we were working on. Can we talk in private for a sec? So your name was coming up a lot when we were looking into the harassment allegations here at the Institute. Oh, is she the 4SPG? We got an anonymous tip to kick this whole thing off, so just wanted to ask, were you the whistleblower? I'm sorry, but no. Oh, wait, it wasn't you? Definitely not. This is the first time I've heard about it. And you. But I admit, he was really starting to wear me down. I started feeling like I should just leave the Institute entirely. Sometimes I wanted his research to crash and burn. It's Callahan. That's what's jumping to my head right now. Callahan is the one who put us on this trail, right? Maybe that's what's going on. Is like that's the only way he could get our attention. That could be what's going on. Sometimes at night I would just I wish I would disappear. But I just can't go public with this. He's such an incredible scientist. I couldn't bear to ruin his whole career over this. I see. I wonder who our client could have been then. Good question. We did get a couple of hints from yesterday's questioning. Let's start with those. I may be barking up the wrong tree here, but have you met a man called Asta? He's another one of my colleagues. I last saw him at this morning's meeting. He was mumbling to himself throughout the meeting. It made me kind of curious. I think I heard him say they took it. If they get the evidence, he's done. Oh, okay. I thought there was some bigger mystery of like, oh, hold on, maybe Callahan is behind it all and this has all been an act in order to bring our eyes on what is going on in this location. Like, nope, it's just some other guy. Like, okay. Huh, that's my first time hearing his name. They took it could very well mean us taking his job off our bulletin board. Might be onto something there. Could you tell us where we might find him? He mentioned that he was doing his work on a sofa today since the lab is out of commission. He's probably still somewhere in the Institute, but I couldn't tell you where specifically. Got it. Thanks for the info. Please, think nothing of it. I hope the press is okay. The harassment is one thing, but his disappearance has everyone shaken. And I hope I can bounce back from all this. I know it's been tough on everybody while I was away. If you do find Asta, give him my regards. It's been really painful for me these last few months. I was this close to dropping out of the Institute altogether. But everybody here has been so kind and supportive, my co-workers too. I'm really happy they reached out to me. I think maybe I should stick it out a little longer. Maybe it'll get better. I hope Professor Callahan is safe too. I won't forget what happened in the lab, but I just can't hate him. No, not Cindy. Professor Callahan is widely respected by Cindy and his other peers. They really do look up to him. And that's precisely what makes his recent behavior so encourageable. I'm just wondering how it even happened. Basil has airtight security, so it baffles me how he slipped through the cracks. Do hope he's alright. Right, so let's go find this guy that's working on the sofa. Yeah, there you are. This theory could greatly simplify the equations we're using. We'll have to test that out at the lab. Wait, no, I forgot it's a total mess right now. I'll have to wait until it's cleared up. I need to do the professor proud. Can't screw this up. Sup, you Asta? Cindy told us about you. And who are you, if I may ask? We're from Arkwright Solutions. Guy put out a request on our bulletin board yesterday, and we're looking into their case. It's them. There you go. I wasn't expecting you to seek me out in person. I did find out that you took the job, though, and that you talked to the professor directly. I saw you leaving his room yesterday. Well, that saves me the rundown. Sorry if it's not what you wanted us to do. The way you wrote that request made it sound like you just wanted him to stop instead of trying to bring legal action against him. That's right. Very perceptive of you. Kudos. Do you mind telling me what he said? Not at all. Fade out. Van provided Asta with all the testimonies they had recorded the previous day. They then summarized their conversation with Professor Callahan. Faded. I had a feeling he'd do that. I completely agree, his behavior was reprehensible. Yeah, damn right it was. We tried to explain that to him, but he just wouldn't listen. Nothing worked. Of course, that's all on the back burner now. Yeah, one look at this lab and you can tell how oppressive it is. I'm really worried for him. It's gotten so bad that I actually considered going public with this. This is just too much to bear. But well, not right now, I won't. His safety takes priority. It's not just revenge, is it? You sound as if there's more to it. Oh, absolutely. I've never met a more talented, passionate man than Professor Callahan. It's like, Who he is as a person doesn't change who he is as a scientist. He's one of the greatest minds of our generation. I still respect him, but all the same, I hate how he betrayed me. That's what a lot of you... Wait, hold up, back up a bit. What do you mean betrayed? Above this abuse, above all else, Callahan betrayed my feelings. Every time I see the professor with him, it makes my blood boil. Him? He does a bunch of work behind our backs. He goes scurrying out of town on a whim. Just why? Am I not good enough for you, Professor? Why would you just toss me to the wayside like that? I'm sorry, I'm ranting. No, it's quite alright. Carry on. What do you mean? We need details on this. Sounds like Asta had a much more complicated relationship with Professor Callahan. One guy yesterday said some of the professor's assistants were acting real weird lately, but he put that down to stress. Well, this is definitely news to us. We're working on another job, actually. They want us to try and find him. If you know anything about where he might have gone, you mind sharing with us? Oh, you're looking for him. Of course. I like to think I know him pretty well. I don't like letting him out of my sight for even a second. Okay. Could you tell us about this individual he meets with him? I don't know his name, but I know he's not from the Institute. He doesn't dress like it anyway. He's real cushy with the professor now. I've never gotten a good look at his face, I only have seen him at night. He said he goes out of town a lot. Do you know where? Yeah, the old outdoor experiment complex. You're familiar with it, right, Katra? Right, that building on the outskirts of the canyon. That does sound weird. What on earth was he doing out there? I wish I knew. All I know is that he would head out there with this strange friend of his. I just don't understand why he's gallivanting off with some other man when he has me. Well, thanks for the info. That's a really big help. I'm glad to hear that. Please bring it back safely for me.
All in a day's work.
Well, at least we got that finished now.
Love to see it.
Don't you just...
Deposited.
Okay, so... Oh, okay, we'll be you now. Right, so... Artisanal district?
I guess we're off.
I guess we're off. It's like that's... Just feels strange how it's resolved that quest. It's like, well, I want more on that information now. But like, okay, we'll head to the church for now. Well, this is where we saw Willie last night. Sure enough, he's long gone. Hey there, you guys look for Willie's Cafe? You could say that, yeah. I was eating at his place when he was here last night. After I finished my meal, he closed up shop and went off toward Newtown. If I had to guess, he's probably over there today or close to it. You could never be sure with him. Guy's a real free bird, but that's as good a guess as any. Gotcha. Now that you mention it, He was over there this time yesterday too. Sucks he doesn't stick to a schedule. Maybe he does have a pattern. We might also find people there who have seen the cafe more recently. This is our most probable lead, so I recommend we take a look. Sounds good. Let's head on over to that hotel where we saw him yesterday, and then we can go from there. Thanks for the help, man. No problem. Not sure what you're tracking him down for, but best of luck regardless. Regardless. We'll get there in the end, you know.
Let's get going.
Let's get going. Alright, so he's not here, but he was here. I wasn't expecting much, but oh well. That's how I wanted to spend my day, going on a wild goose chase on the clock. The food here is so good, it just sucks that it's so hard to track this place down. I was lucky to catch him before he moved. Alright, now I'm feeling energized. Time to get cracking. And X marks the spot. Excuse me? You got a sec? Oh, you guys were looking into those harassment claims, right? I got in touch with a friend of mine for the first time in a while. She works at the Institute. Need me to set you two up? Nah, this is something different. Don't worry, it's nothing serious. We're just looking for somebody. The Roman Cafe was just around here, right? Oh, Willie's! Yes, he was parked here until 10 minutes ago? Guess he's quicker on his feet today for whatever reason. As soon as I got done eating, he packed up and left. Think he was headed for the artisanal district? Great, the old runaround. Sure this wild goose chase is worth it? Well, he can't have gone very far yet. Sometimes he even changes his mind and stops in his tracks. He really does go wherever his heart wanders. Well, we know where to look. Let's catch him before he strays too far. I mean, like, straight back to the artisanal district? Like, or somewhere down here? I was gonna say, like, is he near the bridge? Yeah, there you go. Ah, and look who's here. Yang! Finally found you.
Katra, and that group with the Spriggan, correct? I expected you might be coming to find me soon.
Strange how the man we just so happened to casually run into twice already is doing such incredible work for the Republican Army. Yeah, he's developing weapons like those big humanoid things, right? Correct. He's quite a known figure with Marduk. Pleasure seeing you again. It's a real honor that such an esteemed professor remembers folks like us. And since you do, I imagine you've got a pretty good idea of why we're here.
I do, considering your position in recent events. Professor Callahan truly has left me in quite a predicament. His ties to the instability of the Orbal network and its distribution, as well as the Mafia, were unfortunate enough on their own. But now here you are, dragging me into it.
How did you know all of that? Got all of that from the CEO?
No, the logic is simple enough.
Oh.
One need only link the subject of his research to the timing of the city's recent dilemmas for the pieces to fall into place. There is also that vast sum of money he received from an unknown source and various inexplicable phenomena to consider. It all shares a lot in common with those perplexing incidents that have taken place across the Republic the past few months.
Across the Republic?
The ones related to Almada and their ever-expanding influence. Now, am I wrong?
You know about that, okay. Whoa! I'm amazed that you could connect the dots so precisely. Then we have all we
need? Do you really?
Right. It's a researcher's duty to substantiate a working theory by accumulating proof. Any conclusion that skips over this process holds no value.
As I've so often told you.
Scientific process.
Ultimately, you must arrive at your own conclusion as a fellow researcher. Though I would not be against offering you my guidance as I did when you completed Fio and Zeros. I shall be on my way then. I have much research that requires my attention.
This guy is such a pain in the arse. And here I thought he was gonna be our next lead. Do you mind, Agnes? No, I understand. Just a minute, please. Just one more thing. Researchers don't work all on their own to find answers, right? The wisdom they gain is built on the research and papers of people who came before them. Oh.
True. I cannot deny that. And?
I was just thinking we could exchange info, make a deal. We happen to have something that pertains to those inexplicable phenomena you brought up. Ah, enticing him, are you? If you'd be open to giving us a little more of your time, I think we and that something could make it worth your while.
Oh?
You mean, is it the Genesis?
Very well then. I'm intrigued.
Indeed.
I'd like to see this something that relates to all the incidents taking place across the Republic. This puzzle piece that appears neither to be an artifact nor the singularity from a year and a half ago. Well, where is it?
It's in it. It's in the purse. It's right here. Wow. I see now. Analyze this device for us, Ketra. Can I touch it? Yes, of course. Judging by the way it's aged, I wouldn't even say it's anywhere close to being a century old. So definitely not an artifact. All these buttons and indicators make the front look obtuse at first, but it's all organized and looks to serve a clear purpose. From my perspective, it resembles more the original generation of Orbans, back when they were based off of clocks. It's significantly more complex than any of those, however. This here is the work of a genius. Wait, could this have been made by... Commendable effort! It is one of the experimental devices that my own master was involved in developing, leading to the establishment of Orbment technology. One of the 8 Orbment prototypes developed by Professor C. Epstein. They are called the 8 Genesis. I was not aware they were still in existence. Can't believe I'm touching an Orbment designed by Professor Epstein. How did you come to have something like this, Anyas? Sorry, but we're gonna have to stay tight-lipped on that one, even if you are connected to one of the 3 disciples. Like we said before, showing it to you, we're counting on you guys to keep their existence a secret. I will be true to my word, and it does help me understand what you're doing here in Basel now. Now it's time I compensated you for what you have shown us. You wanted to know about Professor Callahan's research, correct? Yeah, we've heard he was the one who developed the weaponry that's being used by Calvert at the moment. So whatever he's trying to develop right now has to do with military tech, too. You are indeed correct regarding what he achieved, but he's a researcher of engineering science first and foremost. In a sense, he is currently grappling with one of that field's most difficult challenges. The realization of a certain thought experiment and the use of the physical phenomena involved as weapons. What? What's a thought experiment? Oh. It couldn't be. It could be. Ah, yes, it doesn't surprise me in the least that someone from Marduk would have heard of that to which I am referring. Of course, the existence of such weapons is purely theoretical. It is impossible to create them using modern technology. Yeah, that's what I was suspecting, like maybe you've started to create them yourselves. Not without a discovery so groundbreaking that it fundamentally upends what is possible. Well then, I've said all I intend to. Now I must return to work. Hey! I'm not following any of this. Gospels. I don't believe in discussing the research of others at length publicly until it has been published. I've given you all of the information that the antique you showed me justifies. Ketra will enlighten you on the rest, I'm sure. So that's where he draws the line as a researcher, huh? This is very like him. So are you able to pick up where he left off? Yeah, what's this thought experiment he was talking about? Well...
I remember hearing about this from Professors Callahan and Hamilton a long time ago. About a theoretical form of tech in which the smallest units of matter would create a fusion reaction. producing a massive amount of energy. Such diabolical weapons cannot be created, but if they could, the consequences could be unthinkable.
Wait, are we talking nukes? I was just thinking like the equivalent of an EMP, which would kind of make sense. Uh-oh.
They're often referred to as nuclear weapons.
Yeah. Okay. What an ominous idea. I could barely understand your explanation, but just hearing it has sent a chill down my spine. Yeah, you can say that again. Their existence is purely theoretical. No one has ever come close to creating such a thing. The predictive simulations that Marduk has run rate their probability of being realized anytime soon as extremely low. Parallel distributed computing alone isn't going to be enough to get over this insurmountable hurdle that stands in its way. Agreed, even if whatever was at work behind the scenes in Crossbell a year and a half ago was the one involved. Professor Callahan would know all of this too, so if he really is still trying, that makes it even harder to guess where he could be. We still have to find him, whatever it takes. So they're coming up on a nuclear age. Oh no. Phew, that was a lot to take in. I'm still trying to process it all myself. I can hardly believe Professor Callahan has attempted to develop nuclear weapons. His chances of succeeding are slim to none, but we can't discount the possibility it'll make another dangerous invention along the way. Yeah, maybe in his effort to try and make a nuke, he's accidentally made a gospel. Maybe. And we can't let something like that fall into Almata's hands. We'll need some clues if we want to stop them, though. And that outdoor experiment complex in the canyon is the best lead we have. If he's been frequenting that place, there's a decent chance he'll have left something incriminating behind. Well, what are we standing around here for then? Let's get our asses over there and get the jump on him. We'll bag that son of a bitch in a jiff and leave the cops, guilds, and the CID's jaws on the floor. Solid course of action. We should make our way over there as soon as we are ready. Sounds like a plan. I should let my classmates know what's going on. Ren especially. Yeah, so head to the canyon. Right. Just wondering. Go to. Has he reappeared at the Institute now? That's the question. Yes, there's a dot up there, alright. Nuclear weapons, though. Oof. You do not want to get into that. Oh. It's just you updated, okay. I suspect Professor Cronkite is at the roaming cafe I mentioned. It's a guessing game where it'll be, but that's part of what makes it so popular here. Professor Cronkite started to catch on to some kind of pattern. He can predict where it'll be with astonishing accuracy. Oh.
No, that's the wrong way.
No. Just no. So actually, thinking about it as well.
Off we go.
Should have gone for the bit that's up, not down. Like the cafe. We haven't spoken to you, have we? That professor frequents this place. He's always a step ahead, I swear. I'm sort of a free bird. I like to wander around a lot. So this one time I asked him how he always knew where I'd be. Oh, it was only logical. His words, not mine. Can you believe that guy? They really are on a whole other level. Yeesh.
Do you have any preferences? Thanks for coming in.
I have quite a few preferences. Right, so, yep, let's head on over to the canyon then. Off we go.
Heading to the objective.
Indeed. On the road again. Here we are. Keep your eyes peeled. Got it. Thinking about it, that's the first time we ever got to drive somewhere as a crew. Now that you mention it, you're right. The truck is much more comfortable now, too. Yeah, you've clearly done more than just expand the vehicle's capacity, huh? Must have spent quite a lot of time in Mira customizing it. You can tell. Yeah, the suspension is the main thing. Nope, not interested. Anyway, we came here, but I almost forgot you were here last night. Wasn't that because of Rosette's It's quite alright. I'm sure Mr. Silesian is well aware. Talking about the Marduk satellite. Yeah, I know about it. You were the one communicating with it then. My apologies, I didn't intend to disturb your stargazing. Don't worry about it. It's smothered me before, but we need all the support we can get right now. Look, Theo and Zenos are here to help. Huh, so the robot Mutt's here to hang out too. He's good for ground combat, right? Can see him being a big asset here. Oh, without a doubt. We're going to explore the canyon, Theo, and I want you to remain vigilant of our surroundings, Zeros. Understood, Katra. Indeed. So our destination is the outdoor experiment complex at the other end of this road, right? That's right, but we're sure to run into monsters on the way. Be careful. Monsters appeared. Alright then.
Look out for ranged attacks.
I shall endeavor to do so. Can I go down there? I can. Okay. Let's get
Threat
you.
level high. Be extremely cautious. Come on!
Beginning combat.
Keep your guard up.
Oh, I did that a bit too soon.
Now's your chance to boost. Initiating drive.
Ow!
I'll take you on. If you're going to boost,
See
then
that-
do it now.
I can get there, that's good.
Activating drive.
Okay, let's see. Let's boost.
Get the upper hand.
That's what I'm doing.
Activating skill.
Think fast. Take this.
Petra. Here goes.
Activating skill.
Too late. You're toast.
Activating skill.
Ha!
On yes!
Right, so this should stun you. The claw.
You're down.
I'm going.
Activating
there we
skill.
I just wanted a normal attack.
A chance.
A chance.
Activating skill.
Here!
Ben.
Hmm.
Full boost. Go all out. Give them your all. Here's some extra. Give them your all.
Oh, we got it. There we go.
You picked the wrong guy to
Right.
fight.
You take it right here.
I'm on it.
So where's this taking us? So I'm assuming this is the way we're meant to be going. Another one of those guys.
Be careful. That thing looks mean.
It does. Burn. Two. Did I take out any chickens before? I'm not sure.
Beginning engagement. Brace yourself.
It's done.
Let's make the first
Take
move.
this.
Thank you very much.
Activating skill.
Hit him fast, Barry.
Activating skill.
You're toast.
Activating skill.
Yes.
Ah, yes.
Activating drive. Initiating drive. There.
Here goes. This'll hurt. It's over.
You're done.
Nice. That went great.
Gauge
I
fully
owe you that.
replenished.
Right, so this is a place I have
Hollow
been
cord
to.
leveled up.
Hello, core level up, oh. Let's have a look here then.
Shifting to maintenance mode.
Oh, yeah, I changed the core, didn't I? Like we were using Buckle, but then the grey was better on the evasion, wasn't it? It's just so much better. So much better. Which one leveled up? I just can't remember now. Someone will let me know, and I will appreciate it. We're taking out you guys before. Ooh, I like this area. A little bit of a forest. It's quite different to where we were. It's nice. Monsters appeared.
Activating shards.
That really was it. Okay. Oh, no, didn't want that.
Now's your chance to boost.
I know, but I didn't want to.
Good luck.
This'll do the trick. Optical cannon! Bam!
Bam!
This'll
Use a
hurt.
shard boost to get the upper hand.
Yes.
Make it
Go with the heat up.
Think fast. Take this. All you on, yes.
Go with a bit of a protective guard here.
Guard. Very.
Activating skill.
Too late. You're toast. Here.
Got those lovely misses coming in.
A chance.
A chance.
All out. Activating
There we go.
skill. You're open.
Here goes.
Give them your
Time
all.
for the main event. Vandalize! Raid!
Boost gauge limiter unlocked.
And we get the one on Fenny as well.
Pardon me. Perfect chance.
Energy output at maximum.
Okay.
Activating skill.
Oh. Did it a bit too late.
Brace yourself.
Just seen it recently.
Boost gauge limiter unlocked.
And now we got that available. We'll use that. Mute. We'll go with
Going
that
all
Jabberwocky. No. Go with that.
First done. Catch
Catcha.
Initiating drive.
Shield's still working in our favor there. Seen this so often.
Here goes.
Throw that out.
I've got this.
Heal up, Fairy.
Great circle of light. Give unto us the breath of life. Boost gauge limit increased.
They're down. Hit them fast, Fairy.
Energy output at maximum.
This'll hurt.
Activating skill.
Here I go.
You done?
I leveled up.
You did. Nice work, you two. The same to you, Catcher. That dog of yours is a hell of a beast, huh? Yeah, he's just as tough as any military monster I've ever seen. Theo's support is proving a valuable asset in battle, too. Thanks, though I wasn't the only one who made them. I had the rest of my family's help. Life was so much fun in those days. The professor was in Basel, Young and Essie were around. Supervisor Giscard was always there to support us, and Professor Callahan was so nice to everyone, too. Oh, Katra. Professor Hamilton left in the Republic roughly 2.5 years ago to assist with the environmental issues in the East, correct? Yeah, she did the right thing for the future of Zemuria, but a lot has changed for the worse here since then. She would say Yang is the greatest mind to be born since her own teacher. That's made clear with his weapons development. Work for the government. And now he's shifted focus to some other mystery project that I'm sure will be incredible. As he's mostly focused on developing new technology in the field of medicine now. She's always been one for getting lost in her own world. Professor Callahan was the top engineer of his generation, but he ended up getting surpassed by Professor Cronkite, which is what exactly led to our current mess. Yeah, I promised Gran I'd take care of things in her absence, but I haven't done a good job at all. I don't know how I'm going to face her when she comes back. I'm sorry, just forget I said anything. By Gran, you mean Professor Hamilton, right? Yeah, I was wondering if it was going to be someone called Gran, or just how he refers to Hamilton. Ah, try and come across as a big man, but you're just Grammy's baby boy at the end of the day, huh? I wouldn't go that far. She's family, so I care about her a lot. That's all. She, Yang, and Essie might not be my family by blood, but they are in every other sense. I see. Huh. Anyway, this isn't any place to be standing around flapping our jaws. Let's move on. Indeed. Indeed. Anything special down here?
Looks like the gang's all here.
Let's go a bit turbo now.
Ooh, a treasure chest!
Defense 3, not bad.
Huh, looks like a chest.
Be sure
But
to
is it
keep your
one?
distance.
Looks like one, but it could be a mimic. More of them.
Activating shards.
Like Chase.
This'll do the trick.
Activating skill.
Cannon.
Didn't get any of the
Do your work.
debuffs that I was hoping for.
Activating skill.
You're toast. Bad.
This'll hurt.
Activating skill.
Over here. All for you. All you, Agnes.
Activating drive. There.
Yeah, we've seen it a lot recently. Does quite a bit of damage though. Boom, 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 boom.
I'll take you on. Activating drive.
Go the Abyss of Flame.
Cypher activate.
Yes, 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 yes. So hopefully this works in our favor with the flames and
Eat
everything.
this.
Not got enough CP going around.
They flinched.
Here goes.
Stun there, that's cool.
Activating drive. Flames.
Stop right there.
Should be right.
Got your number. A chance.
A chance, it says.
Go all out. Activating skill.
Here's our chance.
There. I won't lose.
You might do. Don't be so sure of yourself.
Activating drive.
Your confidence could be your undoing. It's usually what happens for me. Maybe it's just a me thing. Maybe it's just a me thing.
Activating skill.
You're toast.
Activating skill.
Bam! Give him your all.
There we go. Hopefully I get to heal before the next ones. Because I need my HP and EP back. CP wouldn't hurt. We're going in the right direction here, aren't we? As far as I remember, yeah. I've been here before, but not many times. No reaction from it at all? Not even a little, no. We're just gonna have to keep pressing on then. You're talking about the Genesis that you showed us earlier. Yes, we have reason to believe that Genocide are in some way connected to what's happening here. I really wish I knew a bit more about them. Wish we did. How did you even end up with something belonging to Professor Epstein? Reasons? Well, Agnes gave Kotra a brief summary of her background and all the crises the Genesises had caused thus far. So you're Professor Epstein's great-granddaughter? You know, I do remember hearing from Professor Hamilton that he had an adopted daughter who went missing. That would be my grandmother, yes. She passed when I was younger, however. Those words at the end of Professor Epstein's diary certainly are worrying. As is all the trouble you say they've caused. Even if Professor Epstein did make them, I can't believe how much they seem to be capable of. We still don't know what they're used for here in Basel either. Even if we assume they are involved here, we still don't know how they will tie into what is happening. Yeah, and there doesn't seem to be a clear pattern we can deduce from all the other cases to guide us. Actually, I might as well ask. You don't think having something like that would let them develop impossible tech? Right? Like a nuke? No, it's highly unlikely. There are exceptions, like whatever happened a year and a half ago, which I don't know much about, I'll admit. That was a very special case. None of the technology that was used back then has been used since. Technology is almost always developed in a clear, progressive manner, without any large gaps or sudden leaps. How do you explain the Orbal revolution then? Yeah. I believe those devices then were only used to learn how Orbal phenomena worked, as well as to learn how to apply those phenomena elsewhere. They didn't create new technology from scratch so much as improve the development environment and enable it to become what it is. Which in itself is a significant. So that may be what we're dealing with. You can't create new technology out of nowhere like magic. However, if you can somehow create a development environment that defies common sense, it's all falling into place now. Exactly. Sounds like we haven't got time to waste. Right. Uh-oh.
That looks like a nice chest.
It does. And we were severely let down. Ah, well. Let's check down here, because there's clearly going to be
mob. Want to clear them out?
a chest around here. Yes.
Ooh, a treasure chest.
I noticed. A yellow medal. A yellow medal. I could do with some green ones, I think. If memory serves. Watch out, mate. You're blocking the bridge.
Engaging enemy.
You block it. You're all blocking the bridge.
Gotcha. Get down.
Fine.
Next one.
Take this.
I was willing to let you live, but no. Fine.
Finished. Let's hurry on ahead.
I'm sorry, it had to be done. It had to be done. Right. So, I'm gonna use
This could be a good stop.
this place as a good stopping point, and we'll see you in the next part. Ta-da for now.